Do you ever find yourself trying to earn something from God when actually all along it was free for the taking? In Acts chapter 9, starting in verse 36, a very interesting story happens, and I want to just illustrate it for you, okay? This is what it says. At Joppa there was a certain disciple named Tabitha, which is translated Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and charitable deeds, which she did. But it happened in those days that she became sick and died. When they had washed her, they laid her in the upper room, and since Lydda was near Joppa, and the disciples had heard that Peter was there, they sent 2 men to him, imploring him not to delay in coming to them. Then Peter arose and went with them. When he had come, they brought him to the upper room, and all the widows stood by him weeping, showing the tunics and garments which Dorcas had made while she was with them. But Peter put them all out and knelt down and prayed. And turning to the body, he said, "Tabitha, arise." And she opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up. As I've traveled around the world, I've had amazing experiences meeting so many different Christians. And one thing I found out, even in my own life, you ever been in that moment where you're just suffering, maybe from something in your body, and you're just pleading with God to take care of it, and you're begging him to change something. You're wondering, why is this not happening? You start thinking about all these reasons why you don't deserve to be sick. You don't deserve to have this. And you think about all the good things you've done, how you've been faithful in your own eyes. You think you've been doing the right things for God. You start thinking, how could this be happening to me? Well, I want to point something out to you. You know, in Isaiah 53, it says, by his wounds we are healed. See, as Christians, we have a covenant with the Almighty. And one thing that happened that Peter had to correct, I see in this chapter, is we're talking about this lady named Dorcas. Her name was Tabitha, right? And right off the bat, we get who she was. It says this. It says, the woman was full of good works and charitable deeds, which she did. And what happens next? She died. You know, I think it's so interesting how Luke, under the unction of the Holy Spirit, is told to write it this way. It says, there was this woman. She was so full of good works. Oh my gosh, when you think of a Christian woman doing the works of God, this was it. Oh my gosh, the ministry that she was doing was fantastic, and she died. You're like, wait, what? She died? You know, it's like, that's kind of random, right? Well, it's strange. I think there's a reason why God led the Luke to write it this way. And it goes on. So Peter is called to, hey, Peter, come pray for this lady. She's dead. But they're like, no, we've heard God raises the dead, right? We believe it's not too late. I'll tell you one thing. You're never too dead for a resurrection. He's going on, and he gets there, and all these widows start showing him all these things that this lady has done. Look at these clothes and these things she's made for the poor, all these good deeds. Look at all these things. What does Peter do? He doesn't go, you know what? Wow, man, if anyone deserves healing, it's this woman. No, that's not what he does. He said he put them all out of the room, and he knelt down and he prayed. And what did he pray? Tabitha, arise. That's it. He didn't plead with God saying, God, man, did you see all those things? I'm surely you know all these things, these good things. Here, let me give an account of why you should heal her, why you should bring her back to life. No, Peter knew as Christians the authority we have, the promise we have for healing. See, we don't earn healing from God. He is good and he is merciful, and it is his will that none be sick. It is not his will for that. That's why he sent Jesus to show that. It is a gift, just as salvation is a gift. You can't earn salvation. You know, you would look back on your life, you'd look back on the gospel, you would never say, it's like, well, Jesus, this person deserves to be saved because they did this, they did this, they did this. It's the same concept with healing, with provision. Come on, with the oppression, all these things, it doesn't matter. Jesus has dealt with it. It is taken care of. It is a gift, not a reward today. So stop thinking you have to earn God's salvation in your life, that you have to earn God's provision, you have to earn God's healing. No, cast off all your works and just come to him. Seek the grace. It says in Hebrews, approach the throne of grace with boldness in your time of need. Man, don't wait any longer. Stop thinking you have to earn this from God. Stop trying to climb this endless staircase to prove yourself. Jesus has proven it. Jesus has paid the price. You don't have to do it. You are to have faith in him. Reach out and take the gift today. Hey guys, here at Namundo, we just want to see you guys win out there, and not just win in life. There's so much more than that. We want to see you win with God, because when you're with God and you're walking with God and you're walking that path of righteousness, you are going to win. You are more than conquerors. If you want some more inspiration like what you just heard, check out this next video.